Well met, traveler. Even in the south, I can't seem to keep these old bones warm. Share my fire if you like, as long as you bring no trouble with you. This war is for younger men than I. Studying the ruins. The Ayleid Well, specifically. It's said the light from Ayleid Wells has rejuvenating properties. I'd hoped to discover whether the light could be stored in a container, such as this. Nothing as yet. I found the ruin crawling with worm cultists. I'm just an old man, more at home in books than battle, so there was no way I could reach the Ayleid Well on my own. Still, I hoped they'd have cleared out by now. I couldn't ask you to risk your life. But you look like you can handle yourself, and truthfully, I wouldn't mind if the worm cultists found themselves in a little trouble. Take this crystal, and use it to gather the light from the Ayleid Well. How should I know? Do I look like a man who contemplates evil deeds in darkness? I'm too old for a world grown so strange. It'll be hard to miss. It's not outside the ruin, so it's likely in a grand chamber, and heavily guarded. Be wary. Oh, you return. And I can sense the alien energy you carry, so I don't even need to ask whether you were successful. I hope you caused plenty of trouble for the worm cultists. Oh, thrilling. I can just imagine the heroics. I'm sorry. Most of the pleasures of old age are vicarious. At least I still have my research, which you've helped immensely, I must add, thank you.
You're no bandit. Not like the others, at least. Watch where you step. Bandit corpses get a little mushy. Bandits, running themselves onto our swords. Drove them off for now. Thing is, there are far more bandits than we have swords. With so many afflicted by the curse, we can't hunt them down and kill them in their beds. Magical sickness? Shaman Bogum handles all that. Me, I guard the gate. Know anything about stopping curses? Head inside. Shaman said he needs another set of hands.
You better not be bringing more trouble.
Yes, I'll have the poultice ready in a moment. Wait, who are you? Curse? No, no. My bloodkin are loyal to the last, but at times they're thicker than troll dung. It's clearly poison, though how it affected so many is indeed curious. Why do you ask? Then here, take this list. Everyone who fell ill had 3 similarities. They ate food cooked in the same pot, drank water from the same well, and wore clothes washed in the same stream. Bring a sample from each. We'll find the source of the poison. I've dealt with sickness, broken bones, and plague. This is poison, I have no doubt. Symptoms are very similar to bites from the spiders in our tin mine. I'm thankful none have died, but it's damn inconvenient. The bandit attacks are relentless. I won't know anything for certain until I get those samples.
Please see Shaman Bogum if you have questions. I don't know you, outsider. What? Me? Let me see that. Malakath's Orichalcum spear? The fire was no accident? Both were known to drink heavily. We thought they had been careless with a lantern. The chief's wives had a reputation for scheming. I tried not to believe it, but to see it on the page... The loss of my husband's other wives is a recent tragedy. It does our village no good to drag their names through the mud. Please, tell no one what you found. I'll inform my husband eventually, when he's ready.
What? If you're looking for trouble, you found it.
Have you collected everything on the list? Good. This should only take a few moments. Clothes are fine. The poison wasn't in the stream. The meat is cooked past the point of edibility, but no poison. If it's not in the well water, we'll need to rethink this. Wait, do you smell that?
Life has become a burden.
Ha! That's it! It's in the well water! The poison was in the well water. Even better, I know exactly what kind it is. Spider venom. Enough to incapacitate, but not kill. Odd. Mingling with water in such a fashion would require a variety of alchemical compounds to dilute the venom. I'm saying it's odd, that's all. What's important now is the antidote. The venom is common to the spiders infesting our tin mine, but I'll need a concentrated amount. Look for broodmothers. Their venom sacs are potent, and durable enough not to pop when you smash the filthy creatures. They hate the light, so you'll need to search the deepest parts of the mine.
You'd better be worth my time.
You, outsider! Bandits broke into the village! Bandits rushed the gates and scaled the walls. There's not enough of us to drive them back. Broken arm. It's nothing. Stand with us! Drive these bandits into the mud!
What do you want?
I don't hear the sounds of battle. Are the bandits driven off? Then I'll distill an antidote immediately. With so many poisoned, we couldn't have repelled the bandits without your help. Someone deliberately poisoned our strongholds well. The sickness began the day of the bandits' first attack. It couldn't have been them, not directly. She's tended the chief since he fell ill. You've shown you stand with the stronghold, and for that, you'll remain welcome. But if you wish to stop the poisoner, you'll need her approval, or the others won't help. I'm distilling the antidote. All we need now is time. And with the bandits driven back, we can turn to the poison's source. Someone deliberately poisoned our strongholds well. She's tended the chief since he fell ill. You've shown...
What is it?
You've proven yourself bloodkith to our stronghold. If any here would call you outsider, you are welcome to answer with the back of your hand. Now, what is it you need? Yes, he convinced me there was never a curse. Know that while Chief Dushko remains ill, I speak on his behalf. I'm his hearthwife, and I say the poisoner must be brought to justice. The sickness happened before the first bandit attack. None are missing from the stronghold. The poisoner must be among us. Can't be any of the victims. There are unpleasant symptoms. Very unpleasant. Speak with the unafflicted. Find out where they were the night before the sickness began. Return to me with their tales, and we can find the lies within them.
What?
Ah, the hero. What do you want? It's shameful for the raiders to do such a thing. They must have dropped the poison in the well during one of their attacks. If you say so. It's been a blur. Can't even remember when I last slept. Checking and oiling weapons in the Longhouse? Bad for the bandits when they attacked. Still didn't keep them from poisoning the well.
The sound of a hammer on iron is a beautiful thing to hear, whether in battle or at the forge. But our mine produces tin. Can't keep a good rhythm with tin. Once the chief is back on his feet, I'll be the new forge wife. Then we'll see who gives the orders. Not that you care. Go ahead, ask me anything. Shored up defenses, repaired weapons and armor for the few warriors left standing. Haven't you heard the ring of my hammer? Used it on a few bandits, too. Bandit helmets can't take 3 hits. Clang, clang, crunch. Shoddy workmanship. If I'd wanted to sabotage the stronghold, I could have the walls topple or make shoddy blades that crumble in our warriors' hands. Yet the walls stand fast and our weapons strike true. Any other insults you care to toss at me? I have metal to work. Right here, stoking the forge while my apprentice ran errands for Maramat. Think she can take her away, make my work shoddier? Ha. Besides, temperature changes can ruin the metal. I didn't have a choice.
The stronghold survived because of your help. We won't forget this. I wish we were back in the mines, even with all those spiders. At least Moramot is safe in the Longhouse. Seems a week doesn't pass without a spider bite in the mines. It comes with the job. I suppose old bites and dizzy spells kept me safe from the poison. I don't know what else to say. Nothing. I'm a horrible liar. Everybody knows it. Look, the chief got sick. We have a history, and I don't want Muramat to think I poisoned him, all right? That'd be terrible. Is it that obvious? I mean, no, nothing like that. The chief and I disagreed over the mine's value, but we resolved things. We don't see eye to eye on trade matters, but I'm no traitor to the Stronghold, and I'd never do anything to hurt Muramat. Getting battered by Sharnog. I always end up bruised, but I'm a better warrior for it. Sure half the village saw me getting knocked around. You can ask anyone.
Hello, Bloodkith. Heard you gutted some bandits in the attack. Because bandits are dumb. They think an open gate is a weakness, so they all head for it. But we cut them down before they get inside. They could, but they don't. The ones with bows won't fire their arrows at us, so we stand here as bait for the ones without bows. Then they come, and we make them decorate the cobbles. Told you, bandits are dumb. You mean the curse? Sure, I'll help any way I can. It's what I do. Most of our warriors are sick in their beds, or barely able to hold an axe. More bandits for me. The curse couldn't poison me. Nothing can. When I find a new bug or beast, I don't just kill it. I eat it to gain its strength. Sometimes you, pay for it. But you've never truly conquered something until you've buried it in the ground. Training with Nemorath near the front gate. He opens himself to counterattacks when he lunges. Knew it would hurt him eventually. But he survived the attack, so he'll remember next time. Or not, and he'll die. He should really try to remember.
Yes? What is it now? Let me see. That belongs to Rakaz, my apprentice. You can see where the hilt doesn't quite fit the blade. Wish I could say it was one of her first attempts, but she's a slow learner.
What is it now? So, I needed some ore. 3 spiders came from nowhere and I had to defend myself. I must have lost it in my rush to escape. It's a wonder I made it out of there alive. Fine, you got me. Are you satisfied? I did it for the town, and if you noticed, I made sure not to use too much, just like Gargak taught me. Gargak is the rightful chief of this stronghold. His brother is half the man and an utter fool. He won the trial by fighting dirty. I am simply trying to help set things right. Sorry to disappoint, but I don't plan to walk into my death. There's more to the brother's story than you've been told. Please don't rush into anything. Seek out Gargak and hear his side of the story before deciding what you believe. I don't think so.
Well, look at this.
What have you found? What has the fool girl done? Never mind that. Shaman Bogham has almost finished his antidote. Once Reeman's Bluff recovers, our warriors will find these bandits and crack open their skulls. I must remain here and see my husband recovers. If you're willing, you should track down Gargak and put an end to his madness. Sharnak said most attacks come from the north. There are some caves, an old mine, and a ruined Imperial tower in that direction. If you find Gargak, do what you must to stop him. You do so with my husband's authority, with my authority. We must stop Gargak at any cost.
Don't cross me.
What do we have here? Do you know the Code of Moloch? It's a simple code, but it's the one I live by. Don't steal, so I aim to conquer. Don't kill your kin, and none have died in my attacks. Don't attack without cause, but I have more than enough cause. When my father passed, I was to become chief by right. But then my little brother challenged me for leadership of the stronghold. 2 schemers put him up to it, as long as he'd make them hunt wife and forge wife. They knew I had no respect for them. Not by my brother's skill. His future forge wife insisted we use matched weapons. As we fought, I grew lightheaded. My palms burned and I could barely keep a grip. But I fought on, and was about to strike my brother down, when my sword shattered. No other explanation. The hunt wife poisoned the hilt, and the forge wife delivered a blade that shattered in its first melee. My brother must have known. Heard they died last month, some sort of fire. A shame they won't see me take my revenge. I don't see how. It's my birthright to rule, and my brother stands in the way. What do you mean? Base my mercenaries out of this tower? It's a central location, certainly. Overlooks a choke point through all corners of the Valenwood. But no, I'm a Reman's Bluff orc. Without a mind to work, I'd be nothing next to my brother. A played-out Imperial mine, I'd heard. And it's infested with trolls. Clearing them out will be no easy task. I suppose if there's ore in the mine, I could leave my brother to rot in the stronghold. But I'd need proof. And I'll send someone I trust to meet you at the mine. I can't just take your word on this. I'm sure you understand. But I'll hold my mercenaries back until we find out if there's ore in that mine. I give you my word.
I'm glad you came to your senses about Gargak. He asked me to verify any ore we find, so here I am. Let's get this over with. What do we have here? This is iron ore. I'll get some samples. Go tell Gargak that with this ore, we'll have the finest weapons in Grahtwood.
I understand you were instrumental in crushing the Daggerfall army at Devon's watch.
Have you brought me proof? What did Rakaz say? She wouldn't say that lightly. With quality metal, I could rebuild this tower as a new home and drive my brother's tin profits into the ground. I'm an orc of my word. My quarrel ends today.